What's up, Pokemon trainers, Pokemon breeders, and Pokemon masters alike? It's Griever back here once again to give you the final part of the fourth leg, our Pearl leg of our GenLocke challenge run, and we're going to just have to see how we do. What do you guys think of it so far? Just let me know down in the comments. That being said, what is a generation lock, you might ask? It's right over here. Right over here in the description, and in the description of all the videos. More so, definitely go check out the beginnings of most of the legs. That will go a little more in depth, but suffice it to say, a generation lock is very simply just a variant of the Nuzlocke challenge. Nuzlocke, of course, being, you know, a very popular challenge. Not going to get into that, but you just play multiple Nuzlockes in a row and try to keep the same team going forward as far as you can until you either RIP or, you know, you successfully get through as many games as you can. So we're at the tail end of the Pearl leg of our GenLocke challenge. We decided on Pearl version for our 4th gen, so we've already played through. We played through Red version, we played through Gold, we played through Emerald, and now we're here in Pearl. So we've had some losses along the way, as you guys can see here in the graveyard. But yeah, we're still going strong, and now we're ready to face off against the Elite Four. So let's get going. It's almost like I just recorded the last part of this or something. It's almost like I've been sitting here recording this all day. That's crazy, but yeah. Anyways, without further ado, let's just get underway with the final part of Pearl GenLocke. Okay, so here we go. It's Elite Four time, ladies and gentlemen. Now, of course, we've made some updated movesets and stuff like that. We eliminated a bunch of the HM moves that we no longer needed. We used heart scales to get ourselves our better moves back and stuff like that. I believe I talked about that at the end of the last video. It's almost like I just recorded that or something. But things like Earth Power on Nidoking instead of Strength and stuff like that, right? So we have what I consider the best move pool we can possibly come up with at this point, and you know, with the guys we have, we just have to go for it. We have to go for it. As I said, we went around, we grabbed as many max potions, full restores, full heals, and stuff that are found in the game. Whether, you know, dowsing machine and all this stuff, we went for all of them. We went for all of them. So let's see how we fare against the first one, Aaron. Or Aaron of the Elite Four. Starting off with the Dustox. We got the bug type user of the Elite Four. So boom, we're going to start off strong with Ancalagon at level 62. It's time for some flamethrower shit. As I said, we fought our rival when we were in our high 50s during our training. We just decided, okay, we don't want to overpower him completely. So we did that battle at the end of the last video, and now, boom, we trained up our guys to meet up with that Garchomp, because that Garchomp is deadly. We got our guys into the 60s and said, let's just try it. Let's go for it. So in comes a Vespiquen, who has pressure, which isn't going to matter too much because we have Ether. We have Ethers, we have Max Elixirs, we have things like that. But we managed to flamethrower the Dustox without question. And now, boom, the Vespiquen also goes down. That IV of 31 is really helping our special attack. I gotta tell you, it's definitely helping us out here. In comes a Heracross. Boom, another flamethrower. Just go again, flamethrower. If Ancalagon can clear this, that'll be a huge boon going forward, because Lucian, Glacier's a little bit, not Glacia, Bertha. Bertha's a little annoying. Lucian is also right before the champion. You think you got it made if you do well. Lucian's kind of annoying. That psychic type bitch. Here is where the difference lies, because now we have a Drapion. Poison Dark. We're not super effective. Flamethrower's still going to do quite a bit of damage, I would assume, at least half. Yeah, it does well over half. But we're still going to take a hit. Citrus Berry isn't enough to get him past that. The Ice Fang. Ooh. Normal damage. It's a really, realistically, it's not really chip damage, but it's so minimal that I just don't care. You know, it's not even 20 points of damage. Well, it is actually. It's 24 points of damage. But yeah, it's 24 points of damage. But still, it's not 30 points of damage. How's that? So, boom. And then the Beautifly comes out here at the very end. And we managed to basically just run through this guy with Flamethrower, which we expected to be able to do. You know, if you have a powerful fire type on your team, you go up against a bug or a grass type, you know, you should be running through them. You should be able to just boom, 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 boom. And that's what we're able to do with Aaron. So having that, it's all good. It's all good. So we defeated the first one, but that's usually quite easy. If you have a flying type or you have a fire type, it's a pretty easy Elite Four member, not gonna lie. As long as you're at least level 55 to 60, you got that one made. Here comes the next one. And it's Bertha. Once again, I think is like the third sister. You know? You have Agatha and Bertha, who I think are sisters. And then you have Glacia, who's like their niece. Or one of their daughters. You know? They're all the fucking same. They're all annoying. And they all, yeah. I'm 100% convinced that Bertha and Agatha are sisters. And that Glacia is their, like, one of their daughters. Let's go. So we've done pretty well so far. No real damage. And it's a Quagsire to start, but we of course loaded up Dragoon! Level 60 Dragoon. And what is the MVP of moves? Leaf Blade, baby. And of course, we've been looking up these guys. We're looking up all their moves. We're looking up all their, like, who they're pulling out. I'm not going for any surprises. That critical hit definitely did not matter. Leaf Blade is too good. It's ×4. It's fine. Then in comes a Sudowoodo, who I'm like, alright, cool. I am not thinking that you, or which once again, we do get Sucker Punch for like 40 damage. That kind of sucks. But we definitely get the Leaf Blade off, which once again, Sudowoodo, sorry buddy. I actually don't mind Sudowoodo. It doesn't actually kill. The physical defense of that Sudowoodo has to be pretty fucking good. I'm just saying. I know it's only ×2, and I'm only 4 levels higher, but the fact that it survived, it was like, wait, what? I mean, we just have to keep spamming Leaf Blade until we win. Already used a full restore, thankfully, so now that's one less full restore that Bertha has to utilize in case we get into trouble. Critical hit. I mean, it wouldn't have mattered. We didn't take any damage that we wouldn't have already taken from the Sucker Punch, so doesn't matter. Here comes the Hippowdon. Hippowdon. Alright. Alright, so Hippowdon, we're just going to Leaf Blade. Which, by the way, I love the female Hippowdon. I think, like, the black form looks so cool. As this, like, desert hippo. Looks awesome. And we knew that, alright, this makes sense. Hippowdon, a very, very good Pokemon. Very strong. Very viable. Has great stats. So we knew we were going to take a little bit of chip damage from this guy. And we knew we were going to one-shot him even with Leaf Blade. The Earthquake does more than I expected, being not very effective. And then we take the chip damage, of course, from the Sandstorm. And I'm like, oh, god damn it. Right? But I recover health using my Citrus Berry because I didn't actually have a Miracle Seed, which I really should have tried to find. I don't know if I could potentially get one. We'll, you know, but a Miracle Seed might have been great to help out Leaf Blade, in all honesty. Granted, Leaf Blade is still the MVP move of the game, 100%, but yeah. So we're back up with the Citrus Berry. The Sandstorm Rages, we're going to go back down to like 120. I can't believe I got that on the dot. I was just doing a random amount. The Whiscash, which normally destroys a lot of people. No big deal, because ×4, we're killing this thing. We're 5 levels higher, it's Leaf Blade, and we're times 4. I don't care what Wish Cash's defense is. We are one-shotting this thing. Boom. Even without Miracle Seed, which really, once again, I really should have had. That could make or break all the difference, is having a Leaf Blade as powerful as humanly possible. And then the final Pokemon is Golem, who, so cool. I love Golem. Golem has been one of my favorite Pokemon for so long. I think he's one of my favorites because I didn't have a link cable. Like, none of my friends had link cables. None of us owned link cables. So it's not like I was like the nerd without friends. We all had Pokemon cards. We all had Pokemon games and Game Boys. But nobody had a goddamn link cable. So nobody got Golem. Nobody got Gengar and stuff. So I think my love of Golem sort of, you know, happened because he was so unobtainable to me for so long. But yeah, we managed to basically sweep. So we swept with then Calagon. Now we swept with Dragoon. Dragoon took a little more hits doing so, but it is what it is. We're down 2 Elite Four members. Everybody's sitting pretty. A couple of Super Potions and we'll be back on top. So, yeah, immediately that's what I know that's what I'm going to do. Or a Moo Milk, sorry. Yeah, perfect. There we go. So everybody's back pretty much to full. And now we got to switch for the next guy, who of course is our fire type user, Flint. Heracles, level 61. Time to show your stuff. Right on. Let's go. Let's go. Let's do it in that southern accent too. Let's go. Let's go. But yeah. So let's take him down. Him and his Houndoom and his Flareon and his bullshit. Here comes the Rapidash. We immediately go for Earthquake. It's a sunny day. We knew it was coming. We knew it was coming. This thing is... It's a sun team. 100%. Going to increase the fire type attacking moves. I don't blame him. That's what I would do. If I had a monotype, if I had a bunch of fire types in the background, I'd be using it. Sunny day is very viable. Sun teams work. Just like water teams, you know, rain dance teams and stuff, they work. But he got the sunny day off, but we managed to get rid of 1 out of the 5 fire types right out of the gate. So there is that. The Infernape comes in immediately, knowing that it's going to use probably close combat, right? But we decide, fuck it. Let's go for it. Goes for Mach Punch instead of close combat. I'm thinking I'm grateful for that because this Earthquake is definitely going to do more damage than that Infernape can handle. And I believe this is the first appearance of a starter in Elite Four history. I'm quite confident in that. And we managed to kill the Infernape with an Earthquake, who only did a Mach Punch. Had he gone for close combat, you know, I probably still would have went for the Earthquake, but would have had to switch later. Now I'm sitting okay. 173, still just under 200. In comes the Lopunny, who is like, alright, we got a Lopunny there. Hello, how you doing? But we have Hammer Arm. We have a fighting type move, so we're just going to use... And we're actually somehow faster. That Lopunny's speed got to be weak because Rhydon doesn't have great speed. Our IV on Rhydon, I believe, if I was checking, was only 17 or 18 in speed. So, I mean, we might have some good EVs in it, but it's an average, you know, it's middle IV on the speed there. So, I think the special defense is only like 9. It's terrible. And a Drifloon. So now 2 Pokemon that aren't fire types. Now, granted, this thing can learn fire type moves. Goes for Ominous Wind. And boom. Here we go. Rock Slide time. Yes! It's enough. Boom. One shot. The Drifloon. Awesome. Is Heracles about to fucking... Are we going to do triple sweeps? Like, this is one of our best Elite Four runs, if that is the case. In comes a Steelix. So, Rapidash, Drifloon... Wait. Drifloon, Rapidash, Steelix. And what was the other thing I just killed? Infernape. I thought Flint had Flareon and Houndoom. Can't have both. Alright, so the Steelix jumps in. Once again, another non-fire. He's got less fire types than he does. You know, once again, this is like Volkner all over again. The Earthquake is not quite enough. Sunlight faded. But if this thing has any type of Earthquake or something, we're gonna die. I'm bold there. Not gonna lie, I'm fucking bold. So there we go, Earthquake. I went with the Earthquake. My god, I am one bold ass motherfucker. I can't believe I actually did that. That's crazy. And I go for the Earthquake a second time. We're still at 102. Goes for Screech. Does this guy only have like Iron Tail or something? Is that why, like, he's not going for Earthquake? So this Steelix can't have Earthquake. That or the AI shit, or I was really fucking bold. Because I was probably looking that shit up at the time and going, yeah, what am I going to do to the Steelix? Okay. That was the end of that. Did I not fight a Houndoom? Does this guy not have a Houndoom? I swore to hell he had a Houndoom. Did I miss that? Was I paying so much attention to what I was saying that I wasn't paying attention to actually just earthquaking my way to victory? Obviously now we gotta heal up and do some shit here, but... yeah. That's funny, I completely forgot about the 5th Pokemon. Like, was it the Flareon? Was it... I don't remember, I must have earthquaked it. Okay. that's so funny to me, honestly. I'm literally sitting here watching, and the fact that I screwed that up, that's hilarious. Okay, so we end up healing Heracles. Lopunny! Lopunny was the other one. Yeah. Lopunny. So wait a minute. No Flareon, no Houndoom. Am I remembering like the rematch version or something? Like, I associate Flint with Houndoom. What the hell? Okay. I guess I'm full of crap. Now we face off against Lucian, which I would argue is the strongest of the Elite Four easily in Sinnoh. Unless you have bad type matchups against the other three, there's no reason why Lucian isn't the toughest. So we're going with Rhydon to start. Even though we have bad special defense, Crunch is an attack, is a physical move, and we have high attack stats. So even though that did almost 100 damage, like 90, yeah, it did 91, 90, or 89. Either way, Crunch can immediately, with that attack stat, once again, psychic types don't exactly have the highest defense stat, and where Crunch is now physical, we're good to go, man. Like, we should be able to do something. Immediately does something that I'm like, oh, for fuck's sake, Medicham. So Crunch is going to be neutral damage. And this thing is going to be super effective against me. Probably going to lose. It's got a high attack stat with super effectiveness. So I jump into Ankalagon. Alright, I jump into Ankalagon. Oh! I assume I'm going to take the high jump kick, and so I go for the flying type. Take a Fire Punch, which does more damage than it should have. Why the hell would he go for Fire Punch? Had I known that, I would have chanced. I would have chanced the Crunch just to do some damage. So we go for Air Slash, which of course is super effective. And with our special attack stat, we killed the Medicham in one hit. Let's go. So it all did end up working out, but that Fire Punch was a weird choice out of all the moves he could have used against Rhydon. Here comes a Girafarig, right? I'm probably just going to stay in and go for Flamethrower. Yeah, I do. Yeah, it's what I would normally do, so yeah. Girafarig, let's see. fair, their special defense is obviously going to be higher than their normal defense. And I'm a special attacker, so I'm going to do high damage, but still not going to be able to one-shot without a special, super effective attack. But 2 flamethrowers more than enough to kill him. We're about at half health with Ankelagon at this point. We only have 2 more to deal with. We evolved to level 63, alright. I mean, every little bit's going to help against Cynthia. 2 more to deal with. The Alakazam. Here's the dangerous one. Can we survive a Psychic from this thing? That's what's scary. So, I decide to go for the Flamethrower. Even though it's a special attack against a higher special defense Pokemon. I think maybe I'm just hoping for a burn. But holy shit do I do a lot of damage. And for some fucked up reason, Alakazam goes for Energy Ball. Mind blown. Citrus Berry. Flamethrower. I'm going to be faster. Now that I know this, the thing went for Energy Ball. So even the full restore is not going to matter because I'm going to Flamethrower. And then next turn, I'm going to go first. How am I... First off, I'm only 3 levels higher. How the hell did my Ankelagon get faster than Alakazam? Granted, I think my IV stat was around 22 for speed on Ankelagon at the time, but like seriously, I'm actually faster. I must have speed tied or something because holy shit, I'm faster than Alakazam. I flamethrowered his ass, and I won. I won out. And now Bronzong, the last one. So Ankelagon. So it wasn't a sweep, but why did he go for Energy Ball? I don't understand. That's the one thing that's confusing me about this one. Could have done so much more damage, put me on the back pedal. I would have had to switch out, scared of a Psybeam, a Psychic, anything. And the fact that this Bronzong has crazy special defense because I didn't kill it in one hit. And here comes the Psychic. This is going to hurt, right? Yeah, look at that damage from a Bronzong. Imagine the Alakazam hitting me with that shit. I would have had to switch. So the Energy Ball was just so odd. And then it activated the Citrus Berry, which gave me a blanket to move. So I don't understand what Lucian was doing there. I really don't. Because this could have been a much harder fight. And it should have been. That Energy Ball was just so weird. So I'm not sure. Either way, we did successfully get past the Elite Four. And now, it's that goddamn gothic bitch. And her goddamn shark dragon monster. Using up all the little itty bitty ones. Only 1 full restore. A couple of hyper potions. Found a few max potions, but only 1 full restore was found. God damn. Okay. Everybody's healed up. Start off with Dragoon, apparently. Well, Spiritomb has no weakness at this point, I don't believe. So I'm probably just going for Leaf Blade. That's probably my strategy here. Here we go. Here we go. As I said, Cynthia is far more dangerous than Wallace. Or Lance, if you have Ice Beam. Okay, Spiritomb comes out. 61. We have a level 61 Dragoon. It's even. We immediately go for Leaf Blade. Stab plus our best move. I wish we had Miracle Seed, but we don't. Doesn't even do half. And we take a Dark Pulse. But we're going to win the exchange. Because she's going to go for a full restore next move. But we took 2 Dark Pulses. We're now down to the yellow. Dragoon is going to be on the back pedal. We're going to need an opportunity to heal him with a max potion or something. Or a hyper potion. Okay, we got him down to yellow that time. Why am I doing this? Am I not confident that Dark Pulse won't do 76? So I heal here. Damn thing uses Dark Pulse. And now I go for Leaf Blade again. Am I hoping to do as much healing as possible? I don't know why I did that. Because yeah, we're in the same situation. Embargo. I'm stopped from using items, but granted I don't. Okay. That's actually good for me. Because I managed to use my item before he did that. Or before she did that, I should say. So that means... Alright, Spiritom's down. In comes Roserade. It's going to be like trying to sludge bomb my ass, right? X Scissor would be... well, Grass Poison, no, it's not really an option. So I decided to switch out to Ancalagon, the obvious choice. So we're down in the Spiritomb. Energy Ball incoming? Well, if Alakazam's Energy Ball is anything... But once again, why Energy Ball? I would have stayed in then. I would have stayed in. Because then I would have taken the damage, but I would have given damage back. X Scissor would have done quite a lot. Even if it would be neutral, but still X Scissor would have done a lot. Even Night Slash. Granted, with the switch out, we took only 18 damage, and we got a flamethrower. The Roserade is gone. So that's 2 of Cynthia's Pokemon gone. Here comes the Melodic, the Milotech. Okay, this thing's kind of scary. What's our answer? Generally, it would be Copper, but I think I'm thinking of Dragoon again. Because it's going to go for a Water-type move. And what is the Water-type move? Oh, it went for Mirror Coat instead, and it failed. That's excellent for us, because we're faster. We're going to Leaf Blade it. It might not one-shot, because we're a couple levels lower. But it's going to do over half. Leaf Blade is the MVP move. Alright, the crit might have mattered. I was about to say. The crit might have mattered. Maybe. And in comes the Gastrodon. Ground Water. Once again, Leaf Blade. I'm gonna be faster. I'm gonna kill this thing. We are owning Cynthia right now. She's got now 2 left, because this Gastrodon is gone. Yeah, going, gone. There's Garchomp and Lucario. Granted, 2 of her most dangerous threats are still here. But we're doing excellent. Okay, in comes Garchomp, right? Now this thing is very dangerous. And I'm thinking, okay, Leaf Blade. Alright, I taught this thing Dragon Claw for this very reason. It's not Stab, but will Dragon Claw be enough? With our physical attack as it is. It was a crit, of course, but we got him down to below half. The Citrus Berry is going to bring him just too close. We're going to take the Earthquake. Okay, excellent. Earthquake ain't going to be able to kill Dragoon. No way. Does quite a bit of damage, but no way is it killing. So we are going to go for a second Dragon Claw. I don't think it's enough. It's definitely not enough. Nope. But it brings him down to the red. We only need to get one good hit off left. So, alright, so we take the Earthquake, right? And 76, no big deal, right? 13 HP left, perfect, okay? Let's go for the Dragon Claw, knowing that the Garchomp is going to go for it. We know Cynthia is going to go for the full restore. So we're going to get a quick Dragon Claw in before switching, right? 100%. Boom. Do another Dragon Claw. This shit is working. We've eliminated the things, we've eliminated the berries. We eliminated the citrus berry. So now, use a max potion, get us back up, and we'll play the war of attrition here. Max potion time. This thing's going to keep going for Earthquake. I don't know why it's going to keep going for Earthquake. We got this. We got this by the ass. So, goes for another Earthquake, great. 100%. We healed. It's going to do like what, 40? About 60. Okay. But once again, we can go for a quick, Dragon Claw here. And it's like, alright, one more Dragon Claw. That's all it's going to take. One more Dragon Claw. Switched up its strategy. Giga Impact. At this point, ladies and gentlemen, I was beside myself. Sceptile is one of my favorite starter Pokemon in general. Probably my second favorite grass starter overall. Or maybe even my favorite. And this bitch was using Earthquake the whole time. A non-effective move. A not very effective move. Wasn't using Dragon Rush. Wasn't using Giga Impact. Wasn't using any... No. Was using these moves. Nothing neutral. Using Earthquake. To lure me into a false sense of security. And when it was within range, it Giga Impacted me. I was one move away from winning and defeating that Garchomp with Dragoon. Were there other things I could have done? Yes. I could have switched into Heracles, who could have tanked a Giga Impact. The issue is, how did I know it was coming? There was no evidence that she was going to switch up her strategy and use Giga Impact. Because she had me... Why didn't she do it when I was at 76? Why didn't she do it when I was in the yellow? She never did. So this was unprecedented. I don't think there's anything... I'd like to say I screwed up and there was something I could have done different. But there's not. There's nothing here I could have done different because it was Earthquake City up until it wasn't. And there was no way to predict when she was going to use a Giga Impact and how much damage it was going to do. There was no way to predict that. So the potential of switching out on an Earthquake was just silly to me. I mean, yeah, I could have switched out to Ancalagon on an Earthquake. But what's Ancalagon going to do to Garchomp with the moveset we have? Right? So, and you're not going to switch it to Shion because, once again, the thing's going to be faster. It's going to hit harder. I don't think I made the wrong call. I just think that it just sucks. There was let me know. Was there a way for me to avoid this? Was there a way for me to predict that this was going to go down this way? Because I don't see it. And trust me, it hurts me because we just lost in the championship battle, of course, to the Garchomp. Of course, we lost one of my favorite Pokemon, one of our Hall of Famers, and yeah, it sucks. So now we just have to make a choice. Who do we switch out to take care of the rest of the Garchomp? He's already been full restored. Citrus Berry, all that. We switch out into Ancalagon, the black. And I think we're just going to go straight... What are we going to do? Flamethrower or Dragon Pulse? And given the Giga Impact, we can go for the Dragon Pulse. Once again, could we have switched out to Ancalagon at the time to do this? Once again, had we switched it at the wrong moment, Ancalagon would have been Giga Impacted. And I don't know if he could survive that. Just a bad state of affairs. Lucario's the last one, of course, and I believe we switch out to Ancalagon not only for the Dragon Pulse, but the fact that we get the double, we get the Dragon Pulse for super effectiveness, then we get the Flamethrower, and we can get rid of the Lucario. No contest, not even a problem. But that Garchomp, man, that Garchomp, he took away, like, Cynthia just took away one of my favorite Pokemon. God damn this Gothic bitch. Just god damn. So, although we won, we still lost. Dragoon is gone. One of our top, our MVP, one of our top Pokemon is gone. And I just don't see us replacing him easily. Especially in black and white. Like, what the hell do you replace a Sceptile with? You know what I mean? What, Survivor? Yeah. Go fuck yourself. No. Leaf Blade was the MVP move. Sceptile, the Dragoon the Sceptile was one of the MVPs. And I'm just... I'd like to be happy that we got through the Pearl leg. With only one loss. With only one loss, but... that loss was really heavy. I really don't know what to do going forward with 5 Hall of Famers without our 6th. You know, I haven't had to do that yet. I've done 3 legs of the run, and each time, though I have lost Pokemon, I never lost anybody to the champion or to the Elite Four. So now I go into it with only 5, which means only 1 reward, meaning only 1 reward, not 3. Yeah. Man, oh man. This is just tough. This is tough. I mean, what a great team, though. Raichu guards Nidoking's face. You see that? That's so silly. So damn stupid. You know, you think they'd just reverse his sprite for the one showing or what have you, but either way, we are the league champion. We did win. But we only get 1 reward point, and I don't know what to spend it on yet. Losing Dragoon, like, in all honesty, there's a couple others we could have lost that would have been less heavy hitters. Yeah, like, Shion, realistically, Altaria is not holding up, even with the calm nature and stuff, is not holding up to be the defensive bulk that I was looking for. And move pool wise, and once again, you have to raise the shit out of it, which takes 3 times as much experience as everybody else, just to get the damn thing off the ground. Like, goddamn, Swablu is a liability at best. Up until, like, level 35 when it evolves. Like, Swablu is a terrible fucking Pokemon. And also Rhyhorn. Rhyhorn, like, Heracles, you're top tier. You're awesome. Rhydon is awesome. But only when you get to the degree of having Earthquake and, you know, like, Rock Slide and Hammer Arm and all these things. you're only as viable as your move pool allows. You know, like your attack and defense stat and health stat, great. They're great. But if you only have like 40 to 100, you know, moves, or 50 or 60, 100 moves into your 30s, into your level 30s, you're not nearly as viable up until we hit the, you know, the 45 marker. So there's a good stretch of time where Rhyhorn isn't viable either. Especially since it doesn't evolve to level 42, it doesn't learn Earthquake until it like 40s, 50s. I mean, we're not really ending this one on a happy note, unfortunately. We're just not. It is kind of sad to me that we're not ending this on a happy note, you know, because it should be a happy note. We did win. We won the leg, but we see the holes in the team, and one of the biggest ones who filled that problem is now gone. That's the one we lost. We didn't lose, like, we did not lose Altaria and we can replace him with another dragon or a flying type or something like that. Like, no, we lost our grass type. We lost Sceptile, who had dark, bug, grass, dragon, had so versatile, so powerful. Leaf Blade, still the MVP move, and now I'm just sitting here going, what am I going to do? What am I going to do going forward? Because according to everything that I've never tried to do one, black and white apparently is the hardest to Nuzlocke. Even with a Dino grinding. Apparently that's the thing, is shaking grass and Dino grinding. Black and white has some of the toughest gym leaders for Nuzlockes, and some of the toughest encounters for Nuzlockes. I don't know why. I have played the game only once, though, like once, twice, and I've never played Black 2 or White 2. So I don't know what the reasoning behind it is, but we're going into this a man short. Yeah, it's tough. That being said, we did complete the 4th leg of the GenLocke challenge, so we should be happy at the very least about that. 100%, 100%, and I'm never going to deny that. We should definitely be happy about completing Pearl version, getting through that. I mean, we failed at our Diamond Nuzlocke normally, so the fact that we got through the GenLocke version of it, you know, good on us, right? And we did manage to beat Cynthia with only losing. I mean, a lot of people will call that a win. The fact that we only lost one Pokemon to Cynthia and the Elite Four. A lot of people call that a win. Just why did it have to be Dragoon? The fact that I lost Dragoon like he was... Man, oh man. Anyways, I mean, we're here at the tail end of the story. And we're going to move on to the 5th generation. We do. 100%. So, yeah. Anyways, it is what it is, right? We are going to have to decide, first off, which version of the 5th gen we're going to play. Are we going to play black? Are we going to play white? Are we going to do black 2, white 2, whatever? I'm probably going to go with one of the normal ones, like black or white, not 2. But I don't know yet which one I'm planning on doing, you know. And also, like, who in the black-white roster do you replace Sceptile with? Really? Like, I don't know. I don't know. But, you know, what happened here was Dragoon was the instrumental reason why we only have one loss. One more Pokemon in the graveyard. he saved all the other Pokemon on our team. He saved the Hall of Famers. So he goes into the graveyard, but he goes there honestly. And I thought we did a really good job. I don't think we could have played the Elite Four and Cynthia any better. So yeah, you know what? We did it. 4th leg down. Start the 5th leg. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Let's do this. Let's get through Black and White. Black and White being the toughest. Fuck you. No. Let's give Black and White the middle finger. We're gonna run through N. We're gonna run through Team Plasma. We're gonna run through Black and White, and we are going to win. We are going to dominate. We are going to destroy Black and White, and we are going to get to X and Y. We are not stopping here. No, sir. No. Our Nuzlocke does not end at Black and White simply because we lost Dragoon. Dragoon gave himself so we could defeat Cynthia and have five, count them, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5 Hall of Famers to go forward into Black and White. Supposedly the hardest thing to Nuzlocke. Let's give it a go. Let's try it. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And we'll see you guys back here in probably about 3 weeks or a month when we actually start playing one of the 5th generation games. But I hope you guys enjoyed the Pearl leg of our GenLocke challenge. I had a great time right up until the end here, but I had a great time. Hope you guys did too. Like, comment, subscribe. We'll see you guys back here next time for more of the GenLocke challenge. Looking forward to it. I know you guys definitely are too. See you back here next time. Have a good one. Sayonara.